Hey, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
I'm great. I'm so glad to have you on today. So we were just talking about, we know that you are a great motivational speaker, and I wanted to ask, I'm Kimberly, and I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about what's going on today as far as the coronavirus, the pandemic that's going on around the world? Emotionally, how would you handle, or what would you say to someone who's going through a struggle at this time?
Well, for one thing, I'm an extrovert myself, so I like getting out and about. So, being indoors at first, it was like, oh yeah, this is cool. I get to rest. I get to slow my life down a little bit. But now I'm missing people, and so it's like during this time, it's easy to become stressed out. It's easy to become depressed. And for me, luckily, I have a 10-year-old son here with me. So, I'm not alone. So one of the things I've been doing, though, is to relieve my stress and a little bit of anxiety is just, one, eating healthier, because people have no idea what you eat, how it impacts your mental stability. So I've been eating healthier, and also I've been catching up on a lot of reading. I've been meditating, okay, getting my mind right, and just really trying to control the things that I think and limiting the amount of news intake, because the news will have you going crazy. They're saying one thing here, they're saying one thing on one channel in 5 minutes, then 5 minutes later they're saying this, and then they're so quick to update you with the deaths or the amount of people who's tested positive, but very slow to tell you about the people who are recuperating. So I've just in this stage been protecting my mind. As far as groceries, one of the things that I've been doing is ordering food from Walmart and just going and picking it up, just trying to reduce, being out there, adhering to the rules and stuff that they have set up right now. But for the most part, educating my mind, meditating, being still, and getting clarity on some things I needed, and just being thankful, having gratitude.
Yes, I do agree. I think that's very much needed because the news can have you depressed and, just thinking this is the end. What are we going to do? So outside of that, I wanted to talk about some things about you, Miss Sue. I wanted to ask you, so how did you get into acting?
Acting got into me. I didn't get it. I was born this way, as Lady Gaga said. Acting got into me. I totally believe that God put this in me. This is something I've always wanted to do. Always wanted to entertain and be in front of people. And let me clarify what I mean by entertain. Be in front of people, make them laugh, make them think deep thoughts, provide an escape from their norm for them, get them to travel in my world. And so I came here with that desire, and then it just took on a new desire, which was writing, because I realized that with my acting, living in a rural area, the opportunities to actually get on stage and act were very limited. So I realized that in order for me to make that dream happen, I had to actually write my own stories and produce them.
So, Tasha, do you have any questions? Hello, Tosh?
I'm here. I had the phone on it. Sorry. You also have a anti-bullying rapping that you normally do. Can you talk more about that and explain what your purpose and your goal is?
Oh yeah. The Suham anti-bullying rallies. If you notice, I pretty much tag everything with my name, and the reason for that is it's a marketing thing. I just watched, and I'm gonna get into the anti-bullying rallies, but it's the Suham anti-bullying rallies. But the reason I want to throw this marketing tip out there, I tag everything with my name. It's also about relatability, so people know who I am, so people understand the product and they understand me. They get to know me and whatnot. And I just finished watching the Madam C.J. Walker story, and it was amazing to me how she did the very same thing. She put her face on her product. So, and, but anywho, I love how Tyler Perry does that. But so anyhow, going to the anti-bullying rallies, I was really disturbed and bothered by the state of bullying in the world. And then to know that there were people that I love very dearly in this world that were going through that really, it really bothered me. So I know that arts can, will, and does change lives, and we can see that right now during COVID-19, how these artists are putting on these free concerts, and everybody's like, yes, how these DJs are doing these free shows, and everybody's excited. Well, I know the arts impact lives; it changes lives, and so one of the things I wanted to do was reach victims as well as the bullies in a different form, because I feel like a lot of times the kids, the teachers, the parents, they're being preached to. And I feel like in this day and age, the way to reach people, especially young kids, is through edutainment. And so I wanted to do a rally that wasn't about preaching, but more so about showing them why bullying is wrong, showing them how they can get help, showing them how to prevent bullying, and then actually showing them if bullying is happening, how to stop it and walk away from it. And I wanted to do that by bringing people who had actually been bullied to actually talk to them, right? So that they could be relatable, but also incorporating music and incorporating skits. Because a lot of times we don't really know how a thing is until we can see it. Because I've seen movies, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm that way. Oh, I need to change myself. But it took a movie for me to actually see it and identify with it. And we found that with the anti-bullying rallies, that using the skits, using music, using a talk back session where they get to ask questions and get answers, that's been very, very, very beneficial and very successful at curbing the bullying.
So let me ask you this as well. So how do you feel now that, since we're going through this COVID-19, and like you said, a lot of entertainers are coming on and doing live streams and things like that. So since you're a lover of stage, have you ever thought about it, doing any of that kind of, as far as plays and things like that? Have you ever thought about putting it on virtually so we can see that live? How would that be something that would happen in the future, maybe?
Well, we have clips. We don't have the full shows on social media, but we do have clips floating around. I've thought about putting an entire show out. I'm not quite sure I want to do that yet, and the reason being is because I still want to produce the shows in other cities. So I just want to kind of hold off on that. So what I am doing, though, is putting out clips and circulating those.
Oh, okay.
But who knows? Maybe. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, how was your experience on the Steve Harvey show?
Oh, it was amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's crazy. It was like they say, there's nothing like your first time. Man, the second time was so much sweeter. Because first of all, it is crazy. When I got booked the first time, I never thought I would get booked the second time. But when I was leaving after the first time, I was like, oh yeah, I'll be back. And 2 months later, they actually brought me back on the show. It was amazing. And it also taught me the power of believing in yourself, putting out the work, putting your time in. Sometimes you may not get the rewards or the payday right away, but if you continue to grind, it'll happen. Also taught me the power of visualization, why doing vision boards, why speaking things into existence, and why doing the work. All of that stuff is important. But it's an amazing experience. It deepened my faith, and it expanded my brand.
Well, that is amazing. Yeah, that's got to be exciting. Can you tell us? I noticed that you are an author as well.
Mm-hmm.
One of your books, it takes more than motivational to succeed and don't quit. Where can we find some of your work or your books?
You can find everything at on my website at suham.com. SUEHAM.com. You can also find my YouTube channel where I do a lot of free videos with motivation, also some comical videos because I love to laugh, and also some business. And I think we need more of that right now. We need some laughter in the world right now. So I'm loving all the TikTok videos that are going around right now, because people are uptight right now, man. It's a political season. Let me drop that bug. I am running for office, and it's a political season, and people are uptight, and people are also uptight because this is a new thing, with the coronavirus, and it's hard to believe and decipher what is fact and what is not. So it's just, I'm thankful for all the TikTok videos, all the free concerts, all the DJing, because we need an escape, and I think that laughter is a great way to escape. But yeah, you can find all that information on my website, and on that website you can link back to my YouTube channel and find a bunch of great information that's free.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate you for coming in and talking with us today. I am very interested. I'm on the website now, and it is a very nice website. It has everything on here. So I really thank you for coming on today, and I hope you stay safe. And I'm pretty sure you're participating in on some of those TikTok videos.
I now
have you have any out there?
I don't even have a TikTok account right now, but I'm gonna do a plug. My sister Shanika Hammond Brown is killing it on TikTok right now. So
really?
Yes, she is killing it, and she's posting it on her Facebook page.
Well, we're gonna have to look that up. That's gonna be interesting because I noticed that they're doing all kinds. I mean, it's a lot going on with that TikTok. It's just so entertaining,
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Todd.
Okay, I guess we can wrap it up. I got one final question for Sue. What is next for Sue Ham?
Tasha J, what's next? What's next is I'm ready for COVID to get away because I'm ready to get back into the studio, write some, I'm already writing the plays here at home. But right now in the immediate future, what's next for me is filming a web series in our studio. Also, I'm campaigning for a county councilwoman here in Williamsburg County. So that's really, really important for me. Matter of fact, I had to actually cancel some things to focus on that 100%. And then from there, we're looking to do 10 cities with a stage play of mine. So, and that probably won't happen until early next year, once we're completely over COVID-19. But that's what's in my immediate future is running for office, running a successful campaign, getting into office, and doing more in the arts with regards to short films and doing the 10 city tour with my stage plays.
Oh, goodness. That's a lot.
Listen.
Yeah, you're a very busy woman.
I gotta rock this life out, man. Listen, I'm a cancer survivor, and I promise God that when I come back, I'm gonna come back on E, baby. I don't want no gas in the tank, so I'm getting it all out there.
I know that's right. That's good. That's very good. Well, I know one thing. We talked about that movie with Madam C.J. Walker, and we were going to talk about, and we would talk about this in the future. How did you feel about her being so successful and having a husband? We were talking about how she emasculated her husband so much and how she lost that relationship. But you know what? She stayed fast to her dreams, though. She didn't give up on her dreams. The relationship might have not worked, but she didn't give up on her dreams. What do you think about that?
Well, first, let me say this. I had to remind myself that this was inspired by Madam C.J. Walker. So it wasn't necessarily based on a true story. All the facts they weren't facts. Right. All right. It was, fabricated. Some things were just made up. But I had to put that to the side. It did bother me. I was like, oh my God, let that man be a man, and this man is going to bat for you 100%. And I don't know. I don't really think that that's how Madam C.J. Walker was. But, there were other little things that I did not like how they portrayed Miss Annie Malone. But I do know that this was a movie and this was all about entertainment and not everything was 100% factual. But I think what I did was I focused on the positive, and I'm hoping that most people can focus on the positive. I know some people can't, but I focused on the positive of how she was not going to allow anyone or anything to get in the way of accomplishing her dream. Number two, I loved her marketing skills, how she thought out of the box, how she was like, yo, I love me. She had problems at first with the way she looked, but then she finally got to a point was like, look, I accept me. I love me. Put my face on my products. I love that. I loved how she in the movie was portrayed to want to help other women. That was important to me. I love how She wouldn't take no for an answer. She was driven. And for me, what stuck out was like, this was back in the early 20s, I think. And I'm like, Jesus, here we are, 2020, 100 years later. And there's no slavery, right? Physical slavery. There's a lot of mental slavery and financial slavery.
Right.
But there's no physical slavery. We should be so much further along in the world than what we are. And immediately after I finished watching that series, I was like, yo, I created a new vision board, and I was like, yo, it's time to go ham. It's time to go to work.
That's true. That movie, you're right. I took away the positive. I found that to be very motivational.
Mm-hmm.
It was extremely motivational. Vision board. So vision boards, I guess we'll probably bring you back. I want to talk about that. I need to learn how, do you do a class on the vision board, or is there, how did you start doing vision boards?
Oh gosh, how did I start? I don't know if I heard something on YouTube. I'm looking up because I'm looking at my vision board right now. I don't know if I heard something on YouTube, and it might have been from a good friend of mine, but also a coach. I think it was probably from Terry Clay, because she used to do vision board parties. She used to travel around and actually put on parties. And so I just got some magazines. I took to the website, to the internet, and printed off things that I wanted, like how I want my backyard to look, what I want to accomplish in my business, what I want to accomplish in my life physically, what I want to accomplish in my life emotionally, romantically, financially, what I want my credit score to be. And I gotta say, like, for my vision board last year, 90% of the stuff that was on my vision board came true. And one of those things was to get my own studio, and that actually happened. So seeing that vision board, looking at it every day as I work my dreams, it really helps me. And being able to visualize, close my eyes and meditate on that. Because again, I really believe that that's one of the things that got me on the Steve Harvey Show. So being able to do that with my vision board, seeing those things, it actually puts it into perspective for me and gives me a goal to work towards. And it also allows me to use the best thing that God gave me, which was my imagination. I can put my imagination to work. So I love them. That's how I got started. I think it was Terry Clay, my friend Terry Clay. But you can Google some videos on YouTube. It's very simple, and just put that bad boy up.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing that. That sounds like I need to do that. Well, I really appreciate all that insight. Thank you so much for being with us today on Power Talk.
My pleasure, Kimberly. My pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Tasha J.
Have a great day.
Y'all be well.
All right,
You too.
Bye.
Y'all, what's up? So, just wanted y'all to see live how I did a interview. It was a Blog Talk Radio, and it's just things don't have to stop just because of COVID-19. Because I know you can hear the baby in the background on the show, but hey, that's what's happening now. Everybody's got to stay home, so I appreciate it. I love it. Hope you guys got some great tidbits from that. What are you guys doing right now? It's Sunday. The sun is about to go in for us. But I'm going to go outside and try to get a little bit of the sunlight before it goes away. But I hope you guys are doing great. Anyhow, comment below where you watch this from, whether you're watching the replay or whether you're live. Either way it goes, I thank you guys for always showing me love. Thank you guys for always joining me. Comment below where you're watching it from. Comment below what was your biggest takeaway. And if you don't mind, share the video. In closing, I want to encourage you to live, love, learn, and laugh. Don't quit, baby! Follow your dreams to success. I'm Solandia Hammond with SueHam.com. And I'm out. Cheers.